Hi students, welcome to lesson 12, mean and variance of the random variable. This is a new concept. In the last lesson and the previous lesson we have studied a random variable and then the probability distribution of random variable. Now here we are studying the mean of a random variable and variance of random variable, and also there is one more concept, standard deviation, which is nothing but square root of variance. So let us study these things first and then let us work out a few questions on this mean and variance. So in this lesson we are going to learn the following. First one, mean and variance of the random variable, and then the formula for mean and variance. Of course we are deriving some alternate formula also. Then examples of mean and variance. So this is a relatively very simple concept, but the thing is you should know how to compute quickly. That is one thing. Second one is you should also know the alternate formula and derivation. So mean of the random variable. First let us try to understand what is the meaning of mean. See, definition is this. Let x be a random variable whose possible values are x1, x2, etc., xn occur with probabilities p1, p2, etc., pn respectively. Then the mean of x defined by mu equal to, mu is the symbol, is the number, and this number is nothing but it is the sum of xi pi, product of xi and pi. Xi means random variable value, pi is the corresponding probability. That means summation xi pi means x1 p1 plus x2 p2 etc. xn pn. So this is the formula. Note, the mean of x is called expectation. That is another name. So E of x is a symbol. So you can use both interchangeably. Either you can use mu or expectation of x. Both are one and the same. Thus, you can remember mu equal to expectation of x, that is equal to summation xi pi I from 1 to n. So this formula you have to remember. So let us work out a few questions. A pair of dice is thrown and the random variable x is sum of the numbers obtained. Find the mean of x. We have done this question already, but there it was different. That is just finding the random variable and the corresponding probability. But here now we have to find the mean. So what is S here? S is, see, a pair of dice is thrown means, so two dice are thrown together. So the possible outcomes are 1 1, 1 2, etc. 1 6. Similarly, last one 6 1, 6 2, etc. 6 6. I have written only a few outcomes. So and the number of S will be 36. So this is one thing you have to remember. Now X can take, see what is X? The sum of the number obtained. Now you can see from the sample space only what x can take. So x takes the following value. For example, it can take 2 minimum because 1 plus 1 is 2, and the maximum is 6 plus 6, 12, and in between it takes all values. Let me show you how it is actually. Probability x equal to 2 means actually probability of 1 and 1, because 1 plus 1 is 2, sum is 2. So this will be 1 by 36. Similarly, what you have to do is you have to calculate the probability of all the random variable, that is 2, 3, etc. up to 12. That's what we are going to do. But what is important here is probability of any value, that is for example x equal to 3, you have to list all the outcomes. So it is 1 2 and 2 1, probability of getting 1 2 and 2 1, because 1 2 and 2 1 sum is 3. So this is 2 by 36. Similarly, probability x equal to 4, now this will be equal to, what are the outcomes? One is 1 3, then 2 2, then 3 1. So totally there are 3, therefore it is 3 by 36. Similarly, probability x equal to 5, so it is outcome 1 4, 2 3, 3 2 and 4 1. These are the outcomes. Therefore corresponding probability will be 4 by 36, because there are 4 outcomes. Probability x equal to 6 means sum should be 6. So 1 5, 2 4, 3 3, 4 2 and 5 1. All these pairs sum is 6. Therefore count how many are there. Totally 5. So it is 5 by 36. Then probability x equal to 7. So the outcomes are 1 6 to 6 1. So all the sums are 7. So it is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore it is 6 by 36. Similarly, x equal to 8. Now it keeps on decreasing. 2, 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, 3, 6, 2. So this will be 5 by 36. It is exactly reverse once we proceed. So x equal to 9. So you have to take 3, 6, that is 9. For then 4, 5, 5, 4 and 6, 3. So it is 4 by 36. Then x equal to 10. 4, 6, 5, 5 and 6, 4. So it is 3 by 36. Then x equal to 11. There are 2, that is 5, 6 and 6, 5. So it is 2 by 36. And then last one, probability x equal to 12. There is only one outcome, that is probability of 6, 6. So that will be equal to 1 by 36. So these are the random variables and their corresponding probabilities. Therefore now you have to use the formula for mean. So let us proceed. Now let us have the table first. So this is what we did actually. X values are 1, 2, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So these are the values. Corresponding probability is 1 by 36, 2 by 36, 3 by 36, 4 by 36, 5 by 36, 6 by 36, then 5 by 36, reverse 4 by 36, 3 by 36, 2 by 36 and 1 by 36. Now apply the formula. What is mu? Mu will be equal to expectation of x, that is equal to summation of xi pi. Now substitute. x1 is 2 into 1 by 36, x2 is 3 into 2 by 36, x3 is 4 into 3 by 36, and like that 5 into 4 by 36, then 6 into 5 by 36, 7 into 6 by 36, 8 into 5 by 36, 9 into 4 by 36, then 10 into 3 by 36, 11 into 2 by 36, and then 12 into 1 by 36. These are the values xi pi. Now it is just question of simplification. So when you simplify, you get 2 plus 6 plus 12 plus 20 plus 30 plus 42 plus 40 plus 36 plus 30 plus 22 plus 12. This is the numerator, and denominator of course common LCM, that is 36. You have to simplify this one. When you simplify, you get 7. Of course simplification, as I told you already, I need not show you in detail. So you can actually calculate using a paper and pencil. Then you will get this value. My suggestion is, whenever you watch this type of video, it is always better to keep a paper and pencil ready, so that you can also simultaneously calculate and develop the skill of computation. So this is the first illustrative question. Now let us take the exercise 13.4. There are a few questions. This is example 10. Up to example 9 we have already completed. Find the mean number of heads in the 3 tosses of fair coin. So solution, here you see S is what? So you are tossing a coin 3 times. Therefore it is HHH, HHT, HTH, THH, TTH, THT, HTT, TTT. Students, note here, you should develop the understanding and the skill of writing this one for any number of tosses. For example, first all the 3 heads, then 1 tail and 2 head, then 2 tail and 1 head, then all the 3 tails. So this is how we have to write. And you see, first one HHH, second one what you have to do is HHT, then interchange the value of t, that is first t last, then second, then first. Same thing for TTH also, then TTT. So totally there will be 8. Therefore now the number of heads obtained is the random variable. So x is that. Therefore now x takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3, because there can be 0 head, 1 head, 2 head and 3 head. Now what you have to do is, probability x equal to 0 means what is the corresponding outcome? It is probability of getting TTT, no head. So this will be equal to 1 by 8. Similarly, x equal to 1 means what are the outcomes you have to take? Probability TTH, that is 1H. So TTH, THT and HTT we have to take. So it is 3 by 8. Similarly, probability x equal to 2 means what? So 2 heads. So HHT, then HTH and THH. So this will be equal to once again 3 by 8. And the last one, probability x equal to 3 means what? Getting all the 3 heads. So HHH. So this will be equal to 1 by 8. And you can also check whether the sum is 1 here after completion of all the possible values of the random variable. So you can see here it is 1. Now probability of random variable x, of course it is not a must here because question asked is only find the mean, but let us write it. So x and p of x value 0, 1, 2, 3, and corresponding probability 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 and 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 by 8 and 1 by 8. Now you have to use the formula mu equal to expectation of x, that will be equal to, first write the formula, summation xi pi. So that will be equal to, just substitute 0 into 1 by 8 plus 1 into 3 by 8 plus 2 into 3 by 8 plus 3 into 1 by 8. Then simplify. So it is 0 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3. Common denominator is 8 only. So when you take it is 1 by, simplify it is 1 by 5. See, when you prepare the distribution table, it is easy for you to calculate the value just because you have to just multiply the corresponding values. So it is 1.5. So this is the first question of the exercise of this lesson, that is example 10. Example 12, 11 I have not done, it is exactly similar. Two numbers are selected at random without replacement from the first 6 positive integers. Let x denote the larger of the two numbers obtained. Find e of x means mu, that is mean. So here is in such question, see what is important is finding the sample space and then identifying the x, that is random variable. These are the two important things. So what is a here? See, given set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because two random numbers are selected at random from the list given, that is a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now S is what? See, you are without replacement, you are selecting two numbers. So it can be 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Please note 1, 1 is not possible here because without replacement you are selecting the number. Similarly 2, 1, 2, 2 is not possible. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. Similarly 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3 is not possible. So all the remaining. Repetition is not allowed here. That's all. Now you should be careful. See here, what is number of S? It is 30, not 36, it is 30. If it is tossing or throwing a die twice, then it is 36. So now, what is X? See, first you have to write it so that it is very easy. X is the larger of the two numbers obtained. Now it is very simple. Suppose you take 1, 2, what is the larger number? 2. Suppose you take 1, 3, what is the larger number? 3. Suppose you take 6, 5, what is the larger number? 6. So this is a thing. Therefore now x takes the following values only, that is 2 it takes, because 1, 2 when you take it is 2. Similarly if you take 6, 1 or 6, 2 or 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, it is 6. So now it is very simple. What is probability x equal to 2? X equal to 2 corresponds to these values. You can take 1, 2, 2, 1 only. Only in these two cases you have to take 2 because larger number. So it is 2. So and it is 2 by 30. Similarly, probability x equal to 3. So 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. So these are the outcomes for which it is 3, x value is 3. So you count it, it is 4 by 30. Same way, now it is very simple. X equal to 4. 1, 4, 4, 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3. These are the values for which you get 4. So therefore it is, count how many outcomes are there. So 6. So it is 6 by 30. Now it is very simple. X equal to 5. So you can see 1, 5, 5, 1, you get 5. 2, 5, 5, 2, you get 5. 3, 5, 5, 3, you get 5. 4, 5, 5, 4 also you get 5. So total how many? So it is 8 by 30. And then the last one, 1, 6, 6, 1, larger value is 6. 2, 6, 6, 2, larger value is 6. 3, 6, 6, 3, larger value 6, like that. 6, 5, 5, 6 also larger value 6. So you get totally 10 by 30. You can check here. When you add them, it should be 1. So probability. Now, mu will be equal to, I have not prepared the table value, not necessary here. So directly you can write mu equal to sigma xi pi. Now just substitute 2, first value, x value 2. Its corresponding probability is 2 by 30. Next x value is 3. Its corresponding probability is 4 by 30. Then value is 4. Its corresponding value is 6 by 30 probability. Then 5, the corresponding probability is 8 by 30. Then 6, the corresponding probability is 10 by 30. It is a question of simplification now. 4 plus 12 plus 24 plus 40 plus 60 is the numerator value. divided by a common denominator is 30. Simplify, you get 140 by 30. You can cancel 0. So 14 by 3. This is a decimal actually. So this is the mean. So this is a very interesting question. See, what is important here is identifying the sample space and then identifying what is X. Now the next concept is variance of a random variable. First let us define. Let X be a random variable whose possible values are same thing x1, x2, etc. xn occur with probabilities p1, p2, etc. pn respectively. Let mu, that is equal to expectation of x, be the mean of the x. Then the variance of x denoted by, see, this is a short form var of x, that is variance x, that is the meaning. And this is also denoted by the symbol sigma x square. Now it is read as sigma. Sigma x square is defined like this. See, sigma x square equal to variance x, that is another symbol, equal to summation of xi minus mu whole square into pi actually, or p of xi, both are one and the same. That is probability of the corresponding probability of the probability, that is of xi random variable. So this is the formula. Or you can also write sigma x square equal to expectation of x minus mu square, because x is replaced by xi minus mu whole square. So this is expectation of x minus mu whole square. This is another important and useful symbol. So now the value sigma is called standard deviation. That is, after calculation it will be always a positive value, and you can take the square root of that, that is called the standard deviation of x. So this is another important concept. Now let us work out a few questions. First illustration, probability distribution of x is given. You have to just find the value of the variance. So it is already calculated, the x 0, 1, 2, 3, and probability x corresponding 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 by 8, 1 by 8. Now what you have to do is sigma square, sigma x square formula is sigma xi minus mu whole square into p of xi. Formula you have to remember. But whenever you want to calculate variance, first you need the value of mu. Therefore first you have to calculate mu. Actually we have done this already. So this is, let us do again. So sigma 0 into 1 by 8 plus 1 into 3 by 8 plus 2 into 3 by 8 plus 3 into 1 by 8. So when you simplify, you get 3 plus 6 plus 3 by 8. So this will be equal to 1.5. Therefore the mu value or mean of the random variable is 1.5. Now this value I have to use in the formula of sigma x square. See how we can do it. Sigma x square equal to 0 minus 1.5, because xi minus mu. First, for the first one, x is 0. So 0 minus 1.5 square into the corresponding probability you have to write. What is that? 1 by 8. Similarly, second one, what is the random variable value? 1. So it is 1 minus 1.5 square into corresponding probability is 3 by 8. And for the third value is, you see, 2 in the table. 2 minus 1.5 square into 3 by 8 once again. And the last random variable value is 3. Therefore it is 3 minus 1.5 whole square into 1 by 8. And simplify this. So this will be equal to 2.25 into 1, 0.25 into 3, 0.25 into 3, and then 2.25 into 1. This of course you have to simplify. So you get 6 by 8 after simplification. So you can also write it as 0.75. So the variance of the distribution is 0.75, mean is 1.5. Even you can calculate standard deviation. What you have to do? Take the square root. So this is the first example. So there is an alternate formula for variance. First let us derive it, then let me show you where we can use it. See, consider sigma x square. What is the formula? Variance x equal to sigma xi minus mu whole square into p of xi. Students, please note the steps carefully. First what you have to do is expand the bracket, that is xi minus mu whole square will be using a minus b whole square formula, xi square plus mu square minus 2 mu xi into p of xi. So this is the first step. Now what you have to do is split the summation. So sigma xi square p of xi plus mu square into p of xy sigma minus sigma 2 mu xi pi xi. So now first one there is no change, we have to write as it is sigma xi square p of xi, then plus mu square is a constant, so you can take out, then sigma pi, then minus same thing, last one minus 2 mu is constant, you can take out, then it is xi p of xi. See here, what is sigma pi? It is 1. So we have seen this already. Therefore, and what is sigma xi pi? So that is mu. Therefore, these two you have to substitute. This step is important. You have to remember these two. So this first one as it is xi square p xi, then plus mu square really, because the remaining is 1. Then minus 2 mu into, you have to replace the second by mu. So now simplify, you get sigma xi square p xi, then minus mu square. But what is mu? Mu is already, it is sigma xi pi square. Therefore this you have to just substitute. So this is the simplest formula. See here, the advantage is this, I will show you. Of course we have to calculate a few things. Use this formula whenever mu is a fraction or it is a decimal point, because calculation becomes difficult, so you can use this formula. Mu is e of xi, this will be equal to xi pi. See, there is one more alternate symbol which I am just introducing so that it is easy to remember. See, I from 1 to n xi square p xi, this you can write as e of x square, because what is e of x? E of x is sigma xi pi. So suppose you take xi instead of xi square, then it will be e of xi square. Therefore you can take this formula, you see, sigma x square equal to, original formula which you derived was this, sigma xi square p of xi minus sigma xi pi xi the whole square. This you can write as e of x square, that is expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square, and this formula you can remember. So remember this as the formula, so that it is easy to use this formula whenever calculation is required. Now let us work out a few questions. First example, find the variance of the number obtained on a throw of an unbiased die. See here, in any such question, what is very important, as I told, is identify sample space and random variable. So here S is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then what is x? Actually x, the number obtained on the throw, that means x takes the value 1 2 3 4 5 6 only. Now probability 1 equal to probability 2 equal to probability 3 equal to probability 4 equal to probability 5 equal to probability 6, all are equal to 1 by 6, because when you throw a die, any number is equally likely. Therefore now x has the following probability distribution. Of course this is not absolutely necessary, but I have just written it. It is easy for us to identify. So mu will be equal to what now? E of x, that will be equal to xi pi. Just substitute 1 into 1 by 6, then 2 into 1 by 6, etc. 3 into 1 by 6, 4 into 1 by 6, 5 into 1 by 6, then 6 into 1 by 6, and then sum it. So it is 20 by 6. So now x has the following probability distribution, we have seen already. Mu will be equal to this one, so I am repeating again actually. So this is the 21 by 6, that is mu. What is e of x square? See, what you have to do is, in the above line only, wherever x you have to replace it by x square. So 1 will be 1 only, so this will be equal to 1 into 1 by 6. Please note this step. 2 becomes 4, 2 square into 1 by 6. Then 3 becomes 9, then 1 by 6. 4 becomes 16, 1 to 1 by 6. 5 becomes 25 into 1 by 6. 6 becomes 36 into 1 by 6. This is the only change, and this is 91 by 6 after simplification. Simplification I have not shown. Now what is the formula for calculating the standard variance? Sigma x square equal to summation xi square p of xi minus summation xi pi the whole square. So this you have to simplify. 91 by 6 minus 21 by 6 the whole square. Simplify this one. 91 by 6 minus 441 by 36. So 35 by 12 is the value after simplification. So this is correspondingly easy one. So it is always better because second alternate formula which I have derived, that is applicable for any question. So it is always better to use that formula instead of the first one, so that you need not directly calculate mu. You can calculate this separately. So this is the advantage. Now illustration 2. Two cards are drawn simultaneously from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards. Find the mean, variance and standard deviation of the number of kings. So here x denotes the number of kings drawn. So in a pack of cards there are 4 kings. X takes the value 0, 1, 2 because only 2 cards are drawn. So 2 cards both may be non-king, so 0. 1 king, 1 non-king, so 1, or both kings 2. So these are the values. Now what you have to do, probability of x equal to 0 you have to calculate. There is no king. So how do you calculate this? You are drawing 2 cards, therefore it is 48C2. Students, please try to reconnect. Last year you have studied permutation combination, there we have discussed this. Out of 52 cards, 4 are kings and remaining are non-kings. Now 48 cards are non-kings. From that you are selecting 2 cards. So it is 48C2 divided by total number of possible selection 52C2. So this equal to 188 by 221 after simplification. Similarly, probability x equal to 1. So that means what? Probability 1 king and 1 non-king. So how do you do it? That is 4C1. Out of 4 king, 1 king. That is 4C1. Into out of remaining 48, you have to select 1. So it is 48C1. Divided by, once again, it is 52C2. That is total number of possible way of selecting. So this will be equal to, after simplification, 32 by 221. Similarly, probability x equal to 2 kings. So how do you do it? So 4C2, there are 4 kings. So you have to select 2 cards. So it is 4C2 divided by 52C2. So this will be equal to 1 by 221. So this is the, so required probability distribution of course is not absolutely necessary, but I have done it x and p of x. So it is 0, 1 and 2 and 188 by 221. Just write the probability 32 by 221 and 1 by 221. Now use the formula. Mu will be equal, because all three are asked, mu and then variance and standard deviation also. So this will be equal to, apply the formula, sigma xi pi 0 into 188 by 221 plus 1 into 32 by 221 plus 2 into 1 by 221. Sum them, it is 34 by 221. So this is the thing. So 34 by 221 is mu value. Then E of x square we have to calculate. What is the method? Only standard, that is random variable value should be squared. So 0. So 0 square. Actually it is 0 square means 0 only into 188 by 21. 1 square is 1 only, 32 by 221. 2 square becomes 4 into 1 by 221. This you have to calculate is 36 by 221 after simplification. Now what we have to calculate is sigma x square. This will be equal to sigma xi square pxi minus sigma xi pi whole square. So substitute. So the first one is 36 by 221 minus 34 by 221 the whole square. So this you have to simplify. So 6800 divided by 48,841. So sigma x, so this is the value actually. Sigma x means you have to take the square root. So square root of 68,000 divided by 48,841. So this value approximately you can see 0.37. So this is how you can use the alternate formula to find the variance. So let us recall. See, today we have taken, though the concept is very simple, it is bit lengthy lesson. So let us recall this mean of the random variable. So this is the formula, mu equal to E of x equal to sigma xi pi. So this you have to remember, one important formula. Variance of the random variable sigma x square equal to sigma xi minus mu the whole square into p of xi, or sigma xi square equal to E of x minus mu whole square. This is another formula. And alternate formula is important because it will help you to save your time. Sigma xi square pxi then minus sigma xi pi the whole square. So this formula is very important and we have studied. So sigma x square you can also remember like this, e of x square minus e of x the whole square. And last one we have studied, sigma x is called the standard deviation. So these are the things. Students, thank you for watching this video. I know this is a little bit lengthy because I had to combine both. So let us work out a few more questions in the next class. Of course, we are almost at the end of the chapter and there are only a few things which are to be discussed. That is Bernoulli trial and binomial distribution. Hope you have subscribed my channel. If not, please subscribe and share with your friends. Let us meet in the next lesson. Till then, bye. Take care.